Well, good afternoon instead of good morning to the world. Apologies for being a little bit tab late. Uh, but anyway, very, very productive few days, few weeks actually. So, the 28th in the series of this New World series is entitled Exploring the Stars. So, you may have heard me talk about our global unification movement, our global social movement, and how humanity is going to evolve into a more advanced species and ultimately explore the outer stars and the inner spirit. Okay, so this part of it is about exploring the outer stars. So, obviously, man's been to the moon. People have talked about colonizing Mars, even Venus. So that's all been discussed and be planned. And I think that's a good concept, not just a concept, but a necessity. Because it has a finite resource. We're almost up to 8 billion, and it's going to exponentially grow and double very, very quickly, relatively speaking. In 100 years, could be double that. And and there's a lot of overcapacity on our. Some say that our ocean's already been overpolluted and overfished already. So we're already in with our current population, in a way, saturating nature and destroying it. Some you go as far as saying that humanity is causing the sixth mass extinction. And the reality is, if we cause the sixth mass extinction, then we're going to go with it. Because our food, our oxygen relies on nature. Where does our oxygen come from? Nature created. So if we destroy our planet, we're going to ultimately destroy ourselves. So, as you know, recently there's been several milestones. China a few days ago landed, so the third nation after America, Soviet Union, to land a probe on Mars. And China also built the space station. This is a stepping stone. So from the space station to the moon, from the moon to Mars. And last month, NASA also did it first. They were the first to fly an autonomous plane. It was like a helicopter thing, but the first object to fly on a different planet. And then they were also first to chemically produce oxygen in a chemical reaction. Therefore, those little small steps, those are extremely important steps to humanity. So, and I'm glad that, we as a society are spending that money to some good use. I wish the $2 trillion that are spent annually on weapons of mass destruction, on to kill humanity, I wish that $2 trillion was instead spent on these scientific technological advances that will greatly benefit humanity. Killing humanity is not really a great benefit, to be honest with you, but that's a learning process for us. Okay, but that's all ongoing, and I'm pleased to see that. And I'm pleased to see that the commercial world, with SpaceX, so the commercial world are also looking. So it's not just a government driven; it's driven by commercial ways for tourism, to space, or ways for mineral exploration. I think all that, like I said to you, will put less burden on our Earth and on our nature. We can go out and explore the resources out there. But in beyond that, in beyond our moon, our Mars, ultimately, I generally believe, in last week talk, I defined the species of humanity above humanity. We call the aliens. This is the part outer, exploring the outer stars. But then the angels, which explores the inner spirit, that we can transcend multi-dimension. Because you should know by now, I came to my God through my twin universe discovery of this multi-dimensional reality. And as angels, we will be able to transcend these multi-dimensional phases. Ultimately, I believe that is where humanity, if it survives, will evolve into and ultimately touch the face of God. So the science that I've discovered, the twin universe, don't only quantitatively and qualitatively explain all the cosmic unknowns such as dark energy, dark matter, missing antimatter, but it has practical solutions. You know, just like, you know, you may hear the story, some validity to it, that NASA sending man to the moon, you invented the Velcro and non-stick frying pan, you know, there's not actually some truth or non-truth to that story. But there is advantages to the scientific exploration because we can tap into this multidimensional and discover the true essence of what dark energy and dark matter is. And yeah, that is actually in the twin universe. In the other phase of the universe, gravity is repulsive. Time travels backward. So imagine that in a future time where it's no longer a scientific fact, you could travel back in time and observe. Be an observer. You can't interact because something that's in the past is in the past. Just like we cannot interact with the future, although the future may be mapped out already there. Although again, I'll go into the detail of that of free will and how we can. In fact, I covered that previously in previous lectures, that there is a free will, that our mind is like a quantum state, that you can, these quantum fluctuation can deterministic, give you that essence of a free will. But by science tapping into this true nature of the twin universe, because as I said, it's my path to God, it potentially can unlock this vast infinite reservoir of anti-gravity matter, of infinite energy that can be, like I said to you, will allow humanity to, quote, travel faster than the speed of light. So from, you see in the sci-fi movie, from wormhole or warp drive to jump from one galaxy to another. If we try that with our normal chemical propellant and even nuclear drive, it would take hundreds, if not thousands of years from get here to the nearest star. You know, it's impractical. But by tapping into this new science, which I've discovered the twin universe, then yeah, that is a feasibility of humanity being able to quantum jump, travel into other multi-dimensional phases and go from one physical realm like our Earth into another galactic phase, etc. So we can explore beyond our solar system, you know, and that is the outer stars that I'm referring to, is that I believe ultimately we will escape from our own solar sun. In future can be looking back and saying, you know, that twinkling star there, that used to be our homeland, that used to be a star, and there surrounding that star was our planet Earth, our mother homeland. But yeah, there's great adventure out there. All right, and that's what we as humanity should be focused on. Regrettably, like I said to you, right now we're focused on racism, on killing each other, on discussing whose God is better than the other God is, you know, and on pretty much pathetic things. And we need to wise up. And I'm optimistic. I'm truly, truly optimistic that we will, you know, but we have to work at it. Okay. So that is the exploration of the outer star. There are new technology, new science there that will open the frontier beyond anything you can possibly imagine. One thing I even discussed is that we can even build a mobile phone to God. That's for another topic, folks. All right. Much peace and love to you. And I'll see you at the next New World Series lecture.